items you'll need to do your hair include hairspray, a sock with the toe cut off, which I have a video to explain in a second, a hairnet to match your hair color, hair ties that match your hair color, bobby pins that match your hair color, and a comb for teasing and for smoothing. To create the sock donut, you just take a normal sock and cut the toe off, and then from the top you just start rolling it all the way down and make sure that it's close to your hair color as well. And then once you're done rolling, you will have a thinner donut just like this. So to start with the hair, I'm just going to take a small comb like this and just kind of start teasing all over. And to tease, just a little simple quick tutorial, just take the comb and kind of start it at the middle of the hair and just brush towards the scalp, and that just creates some volume for the hair to stand up. It's not going to be anything too crazy, just a little bit so that it's not slick to the head. We still want it to be secure, but just not, or so it's not so flat. And the hair is also parted from the dancer's left to their right, so just like Anna's is here. And I'm just going to go ahead and tease all over just for some volume. And then once I get it all done, I'm just going to kind of brush it out to smooth any ratty pieces. And it's going to be in a side bun on the right side of their head. So after that, I'm just going to spray with some hairspray the front of her hair, just so that when I pull it back, it's smooth. And then I'm just going to take my brush again and start kind of combing it into a ponytail, like I said, on the right side, so behind her right ear. And then I'll take a hair tie that matches her hair color and pull it in and secure it. Make sure it's all smooth in the back. Just like that, and then I'm just going to kind of pull up a little bit just so it's not so tight. So then we're just going to take that donut that we made earlier and wrap it around the ponytail, and then just have a hair tie handy. And this is the same technique that we used for the buns this past year and the year before that. You just kind of start wrapping the hair around the sock to cover it, and this just helps to form a nice bun shape. And tuck any ends under as you go. And then just take that hair tie and wrap it around again to secure all of that. And then just take a hairnet that matches your hair color and wrap it around the bun. And then I'm just going to start taking bobby pins and securing the bun to the head. And also, if you have bangs, just make sure that your bangs are sprayed or gelled and pinned down so that they're not flying around on both sides of the part. And then also, if you have short hairs in the back, just make sure those are sprayed and gelled and pinned as well so that there's nothing hanging down the back of the neck. And then I kind of just keep pulling up so there's a little more volume, and then I just spray to finish it off. The makeup items needed, starting from the top left corner of the picture, include eyeliner, and this one is liquid. You can use liquid or pencil, whichever you're most comfortable with. Chapstick, foundation that matches your skin, mascara, preferably waterproof just so it lasts longer, eyelid primer, which just keeps your eyeshadow on all day without creasing, a brow pencil. This is optional, but it does help so that your brows don't get lost on stage. Concealer, and then the eyeshadows going down are spun silk, Chocolate Kiss and Cinnabar, and then the blush is Strawberry Cream, and these match the colors from the Victoria's Secret palette. So if you're using that, that's fine. If you're using the Mary Kay, this is what they are. And then there's another black eye pencil, if that's what you want to use. I use both. And then a red lip pencil, and then the red lipstick from Mary Kay in the color red, and some Scotch tape, which I will explain in a minute. You will also need just some beauty essentials like brushes and Q-tips to clean up, and any other small things you would need to do the makeup. So to start, I'm just going to fill her brows in, and as I mentioned earlier, this is an optional step, but does just help so that the brows don't get lost on stage, especially if you have lighter color hair. And I'm just using a brow pencil that matches her brow color naturally. Next, I'm just going to prime the eyes, and I'm using the Mary Kay eye primer. And I just put a little bit onto my finger and rub it onto the eyelid, and just make sure that you get all the way up to the brow bone as well, since we'll be putting eyeshadow there. So I've already applied her foundation and concealer wherever she needed it. Normally I put concealer just under the eyes for any dark circles or on any spots. And now I will show you the Scotch tape trick. So I'm just going to take just a small section and apply it to the back of my hand first, just to get rid of any like initial adhesive. And I'm just going to stick it right under her lower lash line, even with the lower lash line going towards her hairline. And this is just going to help for when we have our shadow and eyeliner. It's just going to make a nice cat eye line. It'll make it really even, and it'll prevent any falling onto the face as well. So we're just going to go in with the first color, which is Spun Silk, and I'm just taking an eyeshadow brush. You can use a brush or Q-tip, whichever you're most comfortable with, and I'm just applying it right under her brow on the brow bone, just to highlight that upper area. And then we're going to go in with the next color, which is Chocolate Kiss, and this is just like the shimmery medium brown, and I'm just using the same brush and applying it right onto her eyelid. And remember that this is makeup for stage, so if you think you have enough, you probably need more. So I'm just applying this right onto her lid from her lash line up into her crease. And that tape is there, so you can be messy on the edge, and make sure you go all the way to it so that it helps to create that nice line. And I'm just going to keep packing it on until it's pretty dark. And then we're going to take the next color, which is Cinnabar, and I'm just using a crease brush, which is just a longer, thinner brush, so it goes into the crease and creates that shape a little better. And I'm just going to rub it where the lash shadow ended and her skin begins, just to blend out that line. And again, the tape is there, so you can go all the way out to it. It's okay to be messy, because when we take the tape away, it'll be absolutely perfect. And again, just keep applying. Darker is better. And I'm just filling in that outer V as well, just to really darken that outer corner out. And I'm just going to take that first shade again, the Spun Silk, with that same brush, and just put it up again in that on her brow bone, just to kind of blend out that dark brown line just a little more, not too much, but just so it's not so harsh, and just kind of brightens that upper part a little more. And now I'm going to go in with eyeliner, and like I said, I use liquid on the top. It's just easier for me. You can use pencil if you wish, and I'm just applying this as normal on her lash line from the inner corner to the outer corner, and then the cat eye will go all the way up to where the brown shadow ended. Again, remember the tape is there. You can go color all over that tape and it won't even matter. now I'm just going to go in with a black pencil liner for the lower lash line and just define the lower lash line from the outer corner to the inner corner. And once we do that, we can just remove the tape and we done. And one last step that I forgot is to take that spun silk color again, and I just apply it with my finger and brush it into the inner corner of the eye just to brighten that area up more. And now for lashes, after the eyeliner is when you can apply your false lashes and then go over it with some mascara just to bind the false and the real lashes together. And like I said, use a waterproof if possible, just to kind of help from it running down the face after we cry because we got first place overall. And then apply it to the lower lashes as well. And then we're going to apply the blush, and this is the Mary Kay Strawberry Cream, and I'm just going to use a blush brush. And it's easier if you have them smile, so you can find their cheekbones. And the camera doesn't do it as much justice. This is a lot darker than it looks on this video, but just remember this is for stage, so it is to be a little more dramatic than just your everyday blush. So again, keep applying. And this next step is optional, but I just like to use a little bit of bronzer to add some warmth to the face. And I just take a large fluffy brush and just apply it to their temples. And then also right under where we put the blush to have some definition on the cheekbone. And then also under the neck and chin for definition on the jawline. And now for lips, I'm just going to start with some chapstick, just so their lips aren't chapped. And I'm going to go in with a red lip pencil, and it can be any red lip pencil that is close to the Mary Kay lipstick, and just line both the lower and upper lip. And then we're going to fill in the lip with the lip pencil, and this just helps for the lipstick to stay on longer and to make it just a deeper color. I don't know why we're laughing. And after it's all filled in, just have them smush their lips together. And then we'll go in with the Mary Kay red lipstick and just apply that over it. And my video is about to cut out. It died. But I do have a finished picture right after the lipstick is done being applied. And after that, we're all done.